Today in the shop, we're going to open up this microwave. This is a project that could be potentially very dangerous, so don't do it at home. I'm going to start by taking off these Phillips screws on the side. This microwave was purchased off Craigslist for $10, but you could easily find them for free. But you're not, because you're not going to do this. This is the last screw. Just gotta pull that off, and don't touch anything in here. Don't even open it. This is a dangerous project because this guy right here, that's a capacitor, and it holds a lot of charge, and that would hurt really bad if you got hit by that. There is a resistor here that is designed to slowly let the charge out over time, and this thing hasn't been plugged in for at least a week or two, so there may not be any charge in there, but you have to treat it like it's a very spicy boy. So what we got here is we have a screwdriver with an alligator clip connected to a high voltage wire, and that high voltage wire is going to this 20 kilojoule ceramic resistor, and this on the other end of this resistor we have this black high voltage cable that's going to go to the case here to connect to ground. So we'll just connect that there and then move this out of the way so we don't risk touching it. Don't want it to fall on you either. I'm going to take this screwdriver, I got the longest one I had, and we're going to make contact with both terminals. Insulated handle here. Make contact with both terminals to discharge it, and just kind of hold it there for a while. Let's say like 10 seconds or so. Just make sure it's nice and connected. And we're going to do the other one, about 10 seconds. You do not want to short this screwdriver out on this metal case here. You don't want to touch any of this or even get your hand near it like I just did. So there we go. That's probably good enough. So disconnect this, set the screwdriver aside. I'm going to go ahead and pull these clips off. Also using insulated pliers here for that. Just don't want to really make contact with anything. Get those off of there. Okay, so now just to make sure that this is discharged, we're going to connect or use these pliers to short out the two ends and hold that there for 10 seconds. Once again, you do not want to make connection with this case and or touch the pliers when they're doing this or any of that. Luckily they put these little rubber foam pads here. I don't know if that's why they did that, but it's there. And I have to assume that it is now safe to work on this and to take this apart. In this microwave, the things to be aware of are this high voltage transformer, which doesn't hold any current, but this is what we're after in here to make a fractal wood burning machine, which you should also definitely not do because it's apparently the most lethal hobby known to humankind right now. So don't do this, don't take this out, don't open this microwave. This here is a magnetron, and it in theory has a ceramic insulator that is made with beryllium oxide, which if somehow the dust from that gets in your lungs, it's going to be really bad. So 3 potential hazards here. And there are plenty of videos on YouTube to scare you away from doing this, hopefully. I've watched a lot of them. So the next goal here is going to be to get this here transformer out. And I think there's a couple screws on the bottom here. Yeah, it looks like a couple Phillips screws on the bottom. And some cables to disconnect. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. with the grace of a bull in a china shop. I don't know if I mentioned this, but this is not something I've done before. So to be honest, it's slightly terrifying, but also not that terrifying, because maybe I'm dumb. So we're just gonna put this thing up here and pull these screws out. If I were to hurt myself with this, the fire department is 2 houses down, so I might be able to flop my way over there before I actually died or something. I'm not sure. Point is, don't do this at home or in your garage or someone else's garage. Oh yes, that is what we're looking for. I could have a lot of fun with the rest of this thing, but for now it's gonna go somewhere safer. I think I'm going to pull the power cord off because I'm going to want to use that to connect my transformer. And that's that.